Well, good morning and welcome, and thank you for joining us today. I got to say, it is fabulous to be all in this room, and it kind of feels like we're back to normal, except today is an exciting, exciting day. And it's really an honor to have Senator Barrasso here to share some of this great news. And I know President Dockstader is in the room, and Speaker Barlow is joining us by Zoom. It's also exciting that we'll hear today from Bill Gates, Chris Levesque, President and CEO of TerraPower, and of course Gary Hoageveen, President and CEO of Rocky Mountain Power, a division of PacifiCorp. I also want to welcome two out-of-state guests, Maria Kornsnick, President and CEO of the Nuclear Energy Institute, and Tom Carter, the Energy Advisor for Governor Spencer Cox of our neighboring state in Utah. And thank you both for being with us today. It is, as I said, exciting to have so many members of our legislature here. In addition to President Dockstader and Speaker Barlow, Senators Anderson, great to see you. He comes from my hometown of Casey, Wyoming. Senator Rothfuss, Representative Burkhart, and Representative Connolly. At such a gathering of this amazing group, it's obvious that we have a fantastic announcement to make. And today's announcement really, truly is game-changing and monumental for Wyoming. Those following me will provide many more details, but I am pleased to announce that through the joint efforts of the Department of Energy, TerraPower, and Rocky Mountain Power, Wyoming has been selected as the site for the construction and operation of an advanced nuclear power plant. This demonstration pilot project will replace one of the current coal-fired plants in the Wyoming PacifiCorp system. Earlier this year, I set a goal for Wyoming to be a carbon-negative state and continue to use fossil fuels. I am not going to abandon any of our fossil fuel industry. It is absolutely essential to our state, and one of the things that we believe very strongly is our fastest and clearest course to being carbon negative. I do want to say that it is the bedrock of our economy in many ways, and as that, it has provided us enormous amounts of capital and money to be able to do great things for wildlife, our landscape, and our environment. But this historic announcement helps Wyoming meet the first part of that objective. Nuclear power is clearly a part of my all-of-the-above strategy for energy in Wyoming. This plant will be the first of a new generation of nuclear plants that are smaller, modular in design, and are equipped with enhanced safety measures. This facility will also result in an overall reduction of CO2 being released in Wyoming. It's exciting because I know with friends of mine, Mark Dolger, among others, over the last couple of years, we've really talked about the advancements in small modular nuclear design and how they really do apply very well to Wyoming. I fully support moving ahead with this project, but I stress that this does not replace the need for utility companies and private companies to invest in carbon capture. Rita, I always like to talk to you about carbon capture, and Gary, it's also good to talk to you, there's Gary, about carbon capture, and to encourage the Department of Energy to provide grants for not only research, but for the commercialization of carbon capture facilities in the U.S., particularly in Wyoming, instead of Norway. And Senator Barrasso, thank you for your leadership on these matters. This plant has the potential to deliver many positive outcomes to Wyoming and her people. One that's most important is job creation. Hundreds of well-paying jobs will be created through the construction and operation of this unit. This facility will be in coal country and replace an existing coal-fired plant. It will provide opportunities for job and career transformation for many of those workers who will be looking for different jobs. And President Seidel, this is exactly what we've been talking about with the university and our community colleges and our ability to meet the changing needs through the WIN initiative and being able to provide the support to workers as they transition. It is expected that the jobs for operating the plant will be comparable in number, salary, and benefits to jobs in the existing coal-fired plant. This decision also holds out the possibility of Wyoming being able to supply the uranium for this plant. And that's exciting for Wyoming, as I know many of us, Wayne, have talked about how valuable it is to have a viable uranium mining business in Wyoming. This nation is a leader in uranium, and it makes sense to use Wyoming uranium to furnish the feedstock for this plant. Wyoming is energy, and Holly, it's good to see you here as director of the School of Energy Resources. You know more than anyone how much energy is really important to Wyoming, and thank you for your leadership at the school. Wyoming is #1 in net exporter of energy. This first-of-its-kind nuclear facility maintains Wyoming's position as a leader in energy. It will also be built and operated in a manner that supports our commitment to protecting and enhancing our wildlife and our environment. And Todd, it's good to see you here, as well as Director of Department of Environmental Quality. This project will not only be possible, this project will not be possible without the work of the Wyoming legislature. The framework is established through the passing of House Bill 74, the small modular nuclear reactors. That bill authorized the promulgation of regulations by our Department of Environmental Quality, and I set Director Todd Parfat to that task, and he met it absolutely admirably. Thank you, and I look forward to continued work should further statutory support be necessary. Representative Burkhart, thank you for your leadership in those endeavors as well. Senator Barrasso has led the way in Congress, supporting Wyoming's uranium industry and passing bipartisan legislation to ensure the United States remains a leader of nuclear energy innovation. His bill, the Nuclear Energy Innovation and Modernization Act, modernized the Nuclear Regulatory Commission and set the framework for licensing advanced nuclear reactors like this one. I close with a thank you to Gary Hogeveen and Chris Levesque for their commitment to Wyoming and her citizens on this project, and I pledge my support to assist where possible in making this promise a reality. This journey could not end without the start that we are announcing today. I know there is much more to be done, including the permitting through the Nuclear Regulatory Commission. So in Wyoming fashion, Powder River, Letterbuck. It is my pleasure to welcome Secretary of Energy Jennifer Granholm. 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 Jennifer.
Can you hear me? I hope you hear me. I hope you hear me. I hope you hear me. I have a little bit of feedback. One moment.
And
I can
we look
address that. Can you hear me? Okay, great. Hello, everybody, and thank you, Governor Gordon. I really appreciate the introduction. It's my pleasure to join you for such a great occasion. Obviously, this is such a critical time for our nation. As you know, the president also has set an ambitious goal of reaching economy-wide net zero emissions by 2050. And this administration sees a critical role for carbon-free nuclear in this effort. Today marks this first step forward, courtesy of TerraPower and the entire team behind the Natrium demonstration reactor that we'll soon call Wyoming its home. And all of us at the Department of Energy and at the Advanced Reactor Demonstration Program, we're all so proud to be your partners as you work to get the country's next nuclear reactor up and running. And we're so glad that Governor Gordon and Senator Barrasso and members of the state legislature and so many other Wyoming leaders who are there today saw the potential for this project and thought, well, why shouldn't Wyoming residents benefit from this reactor's, 345 megawatts of clean and affordable and reliable baseload power? This Natrium reactor shows that the future of nuclear energy is here. It's got a simpler design that will hopefully result in faster construction and lower costs. It's going to create a smaller footprint. It's going to be equipped with next generation safety measures, as the governor said, and it's going to run at temperatures high enough to produce efficient carbon-free hydrogen on top of the usual power generation, which is another exciting benefit. This reactor is going to boost the flexibility with grid scale energy storage, and it's going to allow for improved integration with renewable power to create clean energy forward, to drive it forward across the country. I have a feeling that Wyoming won't be the only state angling for one of these nuclear reactors once we see it in action. So fortunately for the rest of the country, this administration is committed to building more. We are ready to make major investments in advanced nuclear technology so that communities all over the country can enjoy the benefits of safe and reliable and clean power that will leave them with lower energy bills and greater opportunities. And I'm not just talking about the thousands of construction jobs that Wyoming will enjoy as we build this plant. I'm talking about the scores of permanent high-paying jobs in operating this plant and in maintaining it. And what has me most excited, frankly, about this reactor is that TerraPower made a decision to use a retired coal plant site, which is using the existing energy infrastructure to bring new economic life into the surrounding community. And I think that's how we can lead fossil energy communities who have literally powered our country and our economy for decades. We can lead them into the clean energy future. They have powered our past. We want them to power our future as well. And so with the President's proposal, the American Jobs Plan, this administration will see to it that we launch more nuclear energy demonstration projects across the country. We will launch carbon capture projects across the country. Governor Gordon, you'll be happy to know, we'll put them in communities that stand to gain the greatest benefits from clean sources of electricity and the high quality jobs that they'll create. And it will invest billions and billions more into research and development and deployment of advanced nuclear technology. So let me end with this. I know that the Advanced Reactor Demonstration Program is supported by folks on both sides of the aisle, and that really is the way it should be. We should all want our neighbors and our communities to have access to clean energy that leaves our children healthier and our planet safer and our wallets fuller and our homes more reliably powered. And this reactor and this program is one step in that direction. And I have no doubt that it will be a boon to the Wyoming residents who draw power from it. But we all need to take great leaps forward to give all Americans the same results. So I hope we can find that same spirit of bipartisanship in the name of common interests as we pursue the infrastructure plan that is being presented and negotiated now. So thank you all for having me. And once again, congratulations to TerraPower and the Natrium team on your progress. We look forward to continuing our collaboration with you as you get this reactor sited and built and humming. And now I have the privilege of turning it over to Chris Levesque, who is the president and CEO of TerraPower, to tell us more.
Well, it's an honor to share the podium with you all, and it's an honor to share this announcement with the people of Wyoming. I'm incredibly excited to be here today to announce our partnership to advance the Natrium Demonstration Reactor Project at a retiring coal plant here in Wyoming. I'm also looking forward to all of the time that we'll be spending in Wyoming as we move forward with the project. I look forward to learning more about your state and becoming a trusted member of the energy community here. We know that we'll have to earn that trust, and we look forward to listening and learning from the people of Wyoming. As you know, our country is embarking on an energy transition as we work to reduce pollution and emissions, and as we add many new sources of power to the grid. This year, the administration announced goals to achieve net zero emissions economy-wide by 2050 and a carbon-free electricity grid by 2035. And I noted Governor Gordon's challenge earlier this year to make Wyoming net negative in CO2 emissions. Technology innovation is essential to achieving these goals and transitioning our energy system, while also creating new, good, high-paying jobs in Wyoming's energy sector. Since TerraPower's founding in 2008, we've been focused on revolutionizing nuclear technology to solve big challenges in energy, climate, and even human health. This focus on innovation led to the Natrium technology, which has an important role to play in making a carbon-free electricity grid possible. It will provide reliable electricity while helping utilities reduce pollution and meet emission reduction goals. The Natrium plant consists of an advanced reactor along with an energy storage system. The Natrium system is unique in that it is tailored to support electricity grids with a growing mix of renewables. It is the first nuclear concept to integrate large-scale energy storage capability. This addition allows the plant to flex electricity production up and down with changing demand, and when faced with changes in the availability of wind and solar on the grid. The Natrium technology is designed for the challenges utilities face today as they work to decarbonize. With support from the Department of Energy's Advanced Reactor Demonstration Program, combined with TerraPower's strong investment commitment, the Natrium technology is on track to provide clean energy later this decade. The Advanced Reactor Demonstration Program is essential to reestablishing the United States as a leader in nuclear and clean energy technology development. It builds on the United States' history of demonstrating civil nuclear technology that goes back to the 1950s. At this first Natrium plant, we will demonstrate a truly advanced nuclear technology at scale. And I should point out that Senator Barrasso was an early and strong champion of the Advanced Reactor Demonstration Program. The program builds on his work on the Nuclear Energy Innovation and Modernization Act and other important laws he has helped pass to make today possible. We're proud to partner with Gary and the team at PacifiCorp and continue Wyoming's long and proud history of leadership in energy. And we're very happy Secretary Granholm has embraced the possibility of advanced nuclear during the first few months of the administration. The budget request the administration submitted just last Friday shows a real commitment to this program. But to succeed, we'll need more than just money. We will need thousands of highly skilled workers to help us build the Natrium plant and hundreds more workers to operate it for decades to come. That's a big part of why we're here in Wyoming. Wyoming knows how to build and operate energy facilities. We have a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to deploy advanced nuclear technologies in time to put our country on a path to achieve net zero. We're excited to partner with the people of Wyoming to achieve this goal. Thank you, Governor, for being so welcoming to us. We look forward to working with you. And with that, please allow me to introduce a message from my boss, Bill Gates, Chairman and founder of TerraPower. And after Bill's message, we'll turn to Gary Hogeveen, President and CEO of Rocky Mountain Power, a division of PacifiCorp, for his comments. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Bill Gates, Chairman and co-founder of TerraPower. I'm happy to be with you on this exciting day for our company and for the future of energy. 15 years ago, I assembled a group of experts to explore the technologies necessary to solve the dual challenges of global energy poverty and climate change. It became clear that an essential tool to solving both is advanced nuclear power. Nuclear power is the only carbon-free energy source we have that can deliver large amounts of power day and night through every season, almost anywhere on Earth. And it's been proven to work on a large scale. It's really fantastic, combining the best attributes of other types of energy production. But nuclear power, like every other technology, needs to innovate and adapt. It needs to become less expensive. It needs to prove an even stronger safety case. Natrium is designed to make a dramatic change in performance, safety, and cost. We think Natrium will be a game changer for the energy industry, and we're proud to partner with PacifiCorp, Governor Gordon, Senators Barrasso and Loomis, Congresswoman Cheney, and Secretary Granholm to build our reactor in Wyoming. Wyoming has been a leader in energy for over a century, and we hope that our investment in Natrium will allow Wyoming to stay in the lead for many decades to come. Governor Gordon understands the potential of nuclear, and Congress, with Senator Barrasso's leadership, created the program responsible for this project, the Advanced Reactor Demonstration Program. Without that program, we wouldn't be here today. And as Secretary of Energy, Jennifer Granholm is helping to guide the project across the finish line. She's been a champion for advanced nuclear, and the Department of Energy is a full partner in this project. We're really happy to be building this new reactor in Wyoming. The state has a lot to offer. We'll use a site that currently hosts a coal plant that already has connections to the grid and a highly skilled, well-trained workforce to build and operate our reactor. We will build Natrium in a community that knows what it takes to support a major energy project. In doing so, we'll help launch a new era in energy by building off the foundation laid by Wyoming's energy workforce. We need your expertise and skills to help make this a reality. We all know that there are big transitions happening in energy, but as someone who has worked in the rapidly changing field of computing his entire life, I know that innovation is the key to maintaining leadership. Natrium can play a role in helping Wyoming be a leader in energy, and it's great for the state and great for the country. Thank you for allowing me to participate today, and thank you for your support.
Good afternoon, and thank you all for being here. Again, Chris, thanks for introducing me. My name is Gary Hogeveen, President and CEO of Rocky Mountain Power. Governor Gordon, thank you for hosting this, and quite frankly, thank you for being engaged as much as you are in energy issues that matter to all of the state of Wyoming and our customers at Rocky Mountain Power and PacifiCorp. We've had several conversations around not only carbon capture, but the reality as we see it of that coal plants at some point will retire and they need to be replaced with something that adds reliable power to the grid. So Governor Gordon has certainly challenged me and challenged Rocky Mountain Power to do that correctly, and we thank you for your leadership on that. And thank you to Secretary Granholm for your leadership in prioritizing this project in the communities in this country that need it most. Without your active support, a project like the one we're discussing today just wouldn't be possible. Our company, Rocky Mountain Power and PacifiCorp, serves 2 million customers in 6 different states in the West. The division that I have the privilege of leading, Rocky Mountain Power, serves the great state of Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho. And then our sister division, Pacific Power, serves Oregon, Washington, and California. And we've had the privilege of providing reliable, safe, and affordable electricity for over 100 years. In fact, we've been a great partner with the state of Wyoming for more than 100 years, and it's our privilege to continue that and hope to be a great partner for the next 100 years. But, our business has been changing, and it's not been easy for anyone, and in particular, it hasn't been easy for the state of Wyoming. We have provided 24/7, 365 power for, like I said, over 100 years, but that requirement now is changing as the goal to decarbonize the electric utility sector progresses. We need to continue to provide 24/7 reliability, but without a project like Natrium by TerraPower, I don't know how we would do that. We are currently building a lot of wind and solar, and in fact, we're proud and privileged to do that on behalf of our customers because it provides zero fuel cost electricity, and it is very affordable and very cheap right now, and we'll continue to build it. But we know, as a utility in the utility industry, like everyone else does in the utility industry, that you can't do 100% renewable and battery power and serve 24/7, not with the current technology that we have. That's what's so exciting about today, because this technology can allow us to provide carbon-free electricity 24/7, 365. And that is amazing. There's no other word for it. It's amazing. And we're really proud to be the host for this demonstration project. This project is also an important economic opportunity for our communities, our employees, and our customers. Siting a TerraPower advanced reactor at one of our retiring coal plants is a unique opportunity for the company and communities we serve, allowing a formerly productive coal generation site to continue to produce power. This means hundreds of construction and permanent jobs in Wyoming coal communities. And I want to repeat something for emphasis here. We are not accelerating coal retirements or coal unit closures by adopting this technology and building this demonstration plant. It's quite the opposite. The economics will stand on their own, whether coal plants continue to operate or not. If the economics show in our integrated resource planning effort that they should retire on behalf of our customers for their lowest cost, then the best option then we have is to build the Natrium plant. And that's exactly what we're doing, and that's why it's so exciting, and why it's so exciting to happen at that retiring coal plant for our employees and for the communities in which they live. Now, today's announcement represents an important milestone, and there's significant work left to accomplish to bring this project to fruition. Our company will work with TerraPower, the Department of Energy, the state of Wyoming, local communities, and many other stakeholders to conduct the due diligence needed to build this project. And I want to make it clear that this project needs to be cost-effective for our customers in order to proceed, and I believe it will. But we will show that through our integrated resource plan. We will bring that to our regulators and all the stakeholders that we have, and we will show them that this is in the best interest of our customers. Once that is done, we will proceed. Now, I think many of you have keyed in that we talk about a retiring coal plant, and you realize we have 4 operating coal plants in Wyoming. Which one is it going to be? I can't tell you that because I don't know. But we will work to find out, along with TerraPower, to figure out which site is the best. And we have a target to do that by the end of this year. So stay tuned, more to come. And finally, a word to our coal communities and employees. This has been a long road. And over the past several years, I've been in the communities. I've been in our coal plants, in our coal mine, and I've had very difficult discussions with you. I appreciate your candor and your engagement. I have struggled with the problems that you struggle with. What's next? What's going to happen to cities like Kemmer, Rock Springs, Glen Rock, if and when these retire? Well, I couldn't be more excited for you, those communities and our employees, that there is a solution, and it's coming. And TerraPower, I believe, is it, and we're going to work as hard as we possibly can to make it happen. So I am personally thrilled for you. Finally, our concluding speaker is a tireless advocate for the state of Wyoming and nuclear energy. Senator John Barrasso has been a lead sponsor on critical bipartisan legislation that has pushed this issue to the forefront, and we would not be here today making this announcement without his key support. Please join me in welcoming the ranking member of the Senate Committee on Energy and Natural Resources and Wyoming Senior Senator, John Barrasso.
Thank you. Thanks, Gary. Well, it is a historic day for Wyoming today. And, thanks to Bill Gates and to TerraPower and PacifiCorp, Rocky Mountain Power, thanks to Berkshire Hathaway Energy, and of course to Secretary Granholm. But mostly thank you, Governor, and thanks to the members of the legislature who made this possible for what you've done with legislation and your leadership, Governor, on this project. Wyoming is the energy capital of America. We've kept the lights on for our country. We've powered our economy for decades and decades and decades. And that's not going to change. We have all the energy sources here. Everything, oil, gas, coal, the renewables, and of course, uranium for nuclear power. So this country is going to continue to depend on Wyoming energy for decades and decades to come. And our families who live here are going to benefit from those jobs, and the communities in which they live are going to benefit as well. Now, Wyoming is the #1 producer of uranium in the country. And now we're going to be able to use some of that uranium right here in Wyoming. I am delighted to be here to celebrate this remarkable day with these folks who are going to bring the Natrium advanced nuclear power to Wyoming. They've done a lot of work. Wyoming is the right place. And this is another way for us to diversify our already very strong energy economy. This is going to be the first one. The energy is going to be affordable, reliable, and carbon-free. This is what innovation and energy innovation looks like in America. The legislation that I was able to have passed in a bipartisan way with big votes, the Nuclear Energy Innovation and what was the other, like these names of these bills, and Modernization Act really makes a difference in terms of the Nuclear Regulatory Commission being able to approve a bill like this. And President Trump signed it into law in 2019. The reactors are smaller, safer, less nuclear waste. This is the future of nuclear energy in America compared to what we've been doing over the last 65 years, with the energy being clean, affordable, reliable, safe. And I will not call out by name the guy whose phone went off. Would never do that, would I, Dale? Never, not a chance. I was coming in today and drove by Story Gym, and reminded me of the time that Ronald Reagan spoke there. Pete, you might have been in the crowd. We had Reagan was there with his white cowboy hat on. I mean, that guy could wear a cowboy hat. And he was there with Al Simpson and Dick Cheney, Malcolm Wallop, the congressional delegation. Cliff Hansen was the governor. And he said the thing he loved about Wyoming and the Rocky Mountain West is that people here still believe the future is ours to shape. And that's what we're doing here today. We are shaping the future for Wyoming. It's a big day for Wyoming. Here in Wyoming, we always believe that our best days are still ahead. Thanks so much for letting me join you today.
Well, thank you all for being here again, and I think we have a few questions that we can take. We're going to do that out there. Okay. All right. Thank you. It's good to have a press person, John. Yeah. Thank you all very much for being here today. This is truly an exciting day, and I think everyone in this room shares that excitement. And for me, I have to say, even just having the discussion about the free hydrogen that we can get from this, and knowing that transportation will have more to do than just electrify. You know, we are at the very cutting edge of energy production, of energy distribution, and of the use of energy. And Wyoming really is ground zero, as the senator said. So today is an exciting day for us to lead the nation forward for a very bright future. Thanks very much.